Hello and welcome back to Operation Northwind. It is turn 7 for Japan. Japan has 2 undamaged major factories, so we're going to do improved construction is blue and large ship construction is black. Our purchases, I guess we should do that. We're going to spend 38 or 39. We're going to buy 4 infantry, 2 marines, 1 artillery, and 2 transports. That should be 38, and we are going to save a buck. Let's see how our tech goes. Looking for big numbers. A 12 and a 6. So we get improved construction, but not large ship construction. Okay, so 1 of 2. Okay. Combats. We are declaring war on the Dutch East Indies this turn. So we have a lot of movement to do here. So we will start with in P. I can't even see it now. Where's that? I think it's covered up. In P59, the tactical bomber is going to go 1 on the map into P61. He is going to be joined by 2 light cruisers from P59 and a TBD and a sub from, and 2 subs, sorry, from P50. So that's going to attack the sub and the TBD in P61. The force in P59 will be the seaplane from Siam. He will go 1, 2 on the map, so we'll have 2 left. And that's it. So that will be the screening force. Okay, so I think that's all our screening forces now. Our attacking forces, the 3 transports up in P41, will each pick up a marine from Kwangtung. And 1, so they got their range of 3, down to 2 because of the marine, back up to 3 because of the port bonus. So we're going to go P50, P51, P52, drop him off in Dutch New Guinea. The second one is going to go P50, P51, and drop off in Celebes. The third one will go P50, P51, and P... whatever this is. I'm covering it up, I'm sure, somewhere. P60, and drop off in West Timor. Okay, they're all walk-ins, so that's easy to do. And then these have finished moving. Okay, from P59, the battleship, battlecruiser, and 2 heavy cruisers are going to go into to I-13 to do shore bombardment onto Java. So I'm going to put them on that plate. I'm just trying to put everything together so I remember where it's at, but they're going to be bombarding Java. The two remaining heavy cruisers in P59 will bombard Borneo, which is right there, that plate. The tactical bomber will go to Java. He'll have 3 left. He can land in Siam. 1, 2, 3. The fighter will go to Borneo. He'll go to Java too. Sorry. So they'll both have 3 left, so they can land in Siam. Okay. The battleship in P-50 will bombard Sumatra, which is this one. The 2 TBDs are going to hang tight. The three transports in Kwangtung or I-41 with the bonus will go 1, 2, 3 to I-13, and they're going to take with them 2 Marines and 4 infantry. So there's the Battle of Java. The other transport will pick up an infantry and a Marine and go 1, 2 to Borneo, 1, 2 to P-59 and Borneo. So there's that that battle. The transport in TBD up in P-51 or P-15, sorry, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to P-50. And they're going to take a Marine, 2 Marines and an infantry and go to this battle here for Sumatra. Okay. 1 fighter from Siam will go 1, 2 to Sumatra, so he'll have 2 left. 1 fighter, or now 1 tactical, sorry, will go 1, 2 to Borneo. Sorry, 1, 2, 3 to Borneo. So he's going to have 1 left. He'll have 1 left, and he can land on the aircraft carrier. And the other 2 fighters will fly 1, 2, 3 to Java. There's the Java one. They will have a range of 1 left. And they will be able to land on the fleet carrier or the second fleet carrier 1, 2, 3, 4 with the port bonus that's going to come down to P-59. Okay. So I think I have everything where it needs to go. All the combat moves should be done. So let's start in P-59. The seaplane at a 3 to take out the sub and transport. The coastal sub and transport, sorry. That is an 8, so that is no good. So the transport will die because the coastal sub will submerge, and that will give the British a coastal sub. Or technically it's still controlled by the British. They have a coastal sub. Okay, let's do the next naval battle down here. We are going to have 2 subs at 3. We are going to have a TBD at 2. And 2 light cruisers at 5. And a tactical at 7. But let's roll his sub first, but I don't have any destroyers, so his sub first strike is a 1. Well, that's even target selection, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm assuming he's going to target select the light cruiser. That really stinks. Okay. My subs will be first strike also, but we'll roll everything together. So I'm going to lose a light cruiser now. It's only 1 light cruiser. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 dice. My fighter still can't hit. Okay, so a sub gets a hit on the first round. First strike, so we're going to have him lose his sub. That way his destroyer gets to come back at me with a... No, he has a destroyer, so it's not first strike. Okay, so he just gets to roll his destroyer yet, which misses. So it's your choice, Dawson. I'm going to keep rolling like you kept the destroyer, but if you want the sub to stay around, we can always make that change for the sub. The sub would technically submerge. So round 2, if we keep going, 2 subs, TBD, light cruiser, and tactical bomber. And my planes better start hitting soon. Okay, and there's 2 hits. So the destroyer is gone. And okay, that misses. So we may be adding a sub back, but we'll find that out later. Okay, so the naval battles are done. So let's send the no, we'll leave everything there for now. Okay, so let's do Java next. So Java has 4 bombards. So they have a battleship at 4 is blue. Battle cruiser at 3 is yellow. And 2 heavy cruisers at 2. Okay. Looking for 4 hits total. Okay, so the battle cruiser gets a hit, everybody else misses, so he's going to lose a militia. Okay, then I have... let's see, I have 3 fighters at 6, they're green. I have 1 tactical at 7, he's black. And then there should be 2, 4, 6 infantry at 2. Or is it 1? I think it's just jungle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, I see 1, 2, 3 hits. So the 2 fighters get a hit, and infantry gets a hit. Okay. And the rest were misses, so we got the 3 hits we needed. And so he's got 2 at 4, and 1 at 2 coming back. And no hits. So I take it with no casualties. Just in case it is mountainous, we're going to do one more quick roll here. If it's not mountain, we're good. If it is mountain, then I need 1 more hit. So in case it's mountain, I don't think it is. But... okay, if it's mountain, we definitely got the hits we needed. And... and a 4. So if it's mountains, I'll lose a guy. If not, I do not lose a guy. I don't think it is, but we'll double check that. Okay, so Java is done. So that goes up. It's 2 more we go up. Okay, Borneo. Borneo is this one. So Borneo, we have 2 heavy cruisers bombarding at a 2. And they miss. And then we have 2 infantry at a 2 and a tactical. Yep, and a tactical at a 7. We need 1 hit here. The tactical gets a hit, and that's the only hit we get. So tactical gets a hit. So he's got 1 militia at 2. At the 4. So that goes away. Oops. Okay. So, and that goes away too. So we take Borneo. That is worth $2. Okay. Now we have Sumatra. So Sumatra has 1 battleship bombarding at a 4. That's an 8. And then they're going to have 3 infantry at a 2. 2 Marines infantry at a 2. And a fighter at 6. We are looking for 1 hit here. And absolutely nothing. Okay, so his Marine, or his militia in defense. Also misses. It's an 8. Okay, round 2. Okay, fighter hits and infantry hits, so I get 2 hits that round. His militia in return. That's a 10. No good. Okay. So I think that's the last battle there. So that's also worth 2. So $2, $4, $6, $7, $8, $9 we go up. We will go from 32 to 41. Okay. We also get to go up 2 for Java and 2 for Borneo. Okay. The Dutch will now be controlled by the British. Okay, so non-combat. The tactical and P-61 will fly back 1 to P-59. The seaplane will fly back 1, 2 to Siam. Okay, the tactical. Oh, let's bring the fleet carrier and P-15. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 to P-59 and join up with that guy. So then the 2 fighters. The 2 fighters in Java that have 1 space left will land on the fleet carrier. The 1 tactical has 3 left. He's going to land on the fleet carrier. And the tactical in Borneo that has 1 left will land on the fleet carrier. The fighter in Sumatra will go back 1, 2 to Siam. And the other fighter that went to Java that has 3 left will go 1, 2, 3 to Siam and land there. Okay, so all the planes have landed. We are in non-combat the sub 1, 2 to I-11. We're on non-combat a TBD now 1, 2 to P-60. These ships are all here with that. These ships are here with that. The battleship, where's the battleship at? Here it is. He's back here with that. We're going to non-combat a light coastal sub down to P-50 also now. That sub not dying, I'm changing up a little bit here what I want to do. Just making sure whichever direction he decides to go, I have enough stuff to take some damage. Okay. The transport in P-15 is going to pick up the 2 infantry and go 1, 2, 3 and drop them off in Siam. The artillery in Tokyo is going to rail down to Kyushu. And I think everything up north is going to stay the same. I was debating railing some stuff to Kwangtung, but I think I'll just hang tight. Now that the CCP have moved out a little bit, we want to just have some help there in case we need it. Yeah. Okay, I think that is it for non-combat. I'm just doing a quick look over here. Got 3 there. These guys are all there together. Okay. I think that's it. I don't see any more arrows on the board. Everything landed properly. I think we're good to go on that standpoint. So let's place some units and keep moving on. So the 2 Marines are going to go to Kyushu. The 2 transports will go import in P-15. One infantry will go to Rihi at the factory. 2 infantry and an artillery will also go to Kyushu. That's our 5 units there. And then 1 infantry in Tokyo. Okay. I believe that is it. So let's collect some money. So we saved we gotta do one more thing yet. The all-important U.S. income increase. And just for you, Dan, I got 2 white dice for you. Okay, so 9. 2 and a 7 is 9, so I can live with that. We were joking around that you needed 3 4s to move your ship, so now all you need is a 3 yet to move your ships this turn. So the U.S. will go up 9. Not nearly as well as Russia went up. So U.S. from 23 to 32. Okay. Now we'll collect money. So I have 41 on the IPP chart. We saved a buck. That's 42. And then bonuses, we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that should be 52. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops, that should be 52 if my math is correct for next turn. And I'll double check later, but pretty sure. So 52. And let's do a quick disposition. So income, Japan 41, US 32. Tech, I went 1 for 2. So improved construction to stage 3. Large ship was missed. We have to do some checking here, guys, but for the most part, Rihi is 2 infantry, militia, cavalry, and artillery. Sunwon Mountain, no more changes in China except for added the infantry to Rihi. P-15 has 2 transports in port in Kyushu. They also have 2 Marines, 2 infantry, 2 artillery, infantry in Tokyo. Kwangtung has 12 infantry, 4 Marines, 2 militia, and an artillery. P-41 has a coastal sub. P-50 has 2 transports, TBD, destroyer, light coastal sub, and a battleship. P-51 and P-52 each have destroyers. P-60 has destroyer and TBD. Marines on 3 of the islands there. Borneo has a marina and infantry. Java has 2 Marines and an infantry. Sumatra, sorry. Java has 3 or 4 infantry and 2 Marines. We gotta figure out if it's mountain or not. P-59 has a Dutch coastal sub. It has 2 fleet carriers and a light carrier with 3 tactical bombers and 2 fighters on them. 2 heavy cruisers, and a transport. P-61 has a light cruiser, 2 subs, and a TBD. I-43 has 3 transports, battleship, battle cruiser, and 2 heavy cruisers. I-11 has a sub. Siam has 2 fighters, 3 infantry, militia, and a seaplane. I believe that is it. If you guys have any questions, please ask. And as always, we will catch you next year. Send on to the British and the Free French. Have a good one, guys.